Hey, how's it going? Today I'm talking about the myth of running more to get stronger.
This is Running to the Castle, a podcast for injury-prone RunDisney runners on a journey to running magical miles. Join me, Dr. Allie, as I share the secrets I've gathered as a runner, doctor of physical therapy, and coach. You'll learn the exact ways I get my clients to the castle strong without feeling broken or held together with KT tape as they cross the finish line.
Let me paint the picture for you. You've got your training plan, you've run a long run on Sundays, 2 shorter runs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes another on Saturdays. At first, it's going great for a month or two. Then it hits. Suddenly, you're having pain anytime you run more than 8 miles. You're feeling stiff and sore after even your normal weekday runs. You're slowing down at the end of your long runs, and you're needing a full week to recover after anything longer than 8 miles. If that's you, I want you to hear me loud and clear. You are not broken. You are not weak. You're stuck inside a broken training cycle. And honestly, I get it because the typical RunDisney training plan has you running more and more and more. So why would you think you need to do anything different? It's written right there for you. But here's the truth. More miles without the right structure doesn't make you stronger. It makes you slower, it makes you sorer, and above all else, it puts you at a way higher risk of injury. It actually reminds me of Jessie Spano from Saved by the Bell. Anyone else remember the caffeine pills episode? Right? Like she thought if she popped more pills, she could power through, did school, her rehearsals, work. And at first, it worked really, really well. She stayed up late, she studied hard, she got everything done. But eventually, she crashed hard. Running more without strategy is just like that. At first, it feels like it's working. You're running more miles, you're getting faster, you're feeling stronger. It gives you this false sense of running more makes me feel better. But after a month or two, it hits the soreness, the slowdown, the crash. So let's talk about it today. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what your body can actually adapt to. Strong runners don't survive high mileage. They build it slowly. They structure recovery on purpose. They strategize their mileage and pacing so their body can absorb the work and not just survive it. They get stronger first before they ask their body for more. And that's the real secret. Smarter mileage, not just more mileage. More is more. That's it. It's not always better. And that's the thing. That's why inside Stronger, Faster, Finisher, my runners, they work on strategizing their training first. They building their mileage carefully, allowing their body to adjust, setting themselves up for success over months, not weeks. So if you're wondering what you can actually do differently starting this week, here's one simple thing. Look at your training plan. Every 5 to 6 weeks, cut back your weekly mileage by about 30%. It's called a deload week. It's not weakness, it's strategy. It gives your joints, your tendons, your muscles, even your nervous system, which I don't talk about a lot, but even your nervous system, it gives all of those things a chance to adjust and rebuild. And that's where real strength comes from. Without deload weeks, your body just piles up stress until eventually you crash, like Jessie. With deload weeks, your body gets stronger, your runs feel better, and you can actually build toward your big goals without the crash. So look at your training plan. What are you doing in 5 to 6 weeks? Do you have it structured so that you are cutting back your mileage? If you follow my training plans, if you've downloaded one of my free training plans from my website, that's what I automatically have focused in there for you. Every 5 to 6 weeks is a deload week. Now, if you're not using one of my plans and you're using the typical RunDisney plan that they recommend, it has you cut back your mileage every other week. This is a false deload week. This is not a slow buildup and then a deload week to let your body doesn't need to adjust every other week if you're building up your mileage accurately. Now, I know that you're probably feeling like, well, I need that deload week every other week because I need it after my long run. I can't do these 2 long runs in a row. No, you can't. You are absolutely right in that. You can't. But that's because that training plan builds you up 1 to 2 miles every other week. It is way too much. So doing a deload week in between seems like a good fit, but it's a Band-Aid solution to a gaping wound. You need to sew up the wound. You need to not just cover it with a Band-Aid. You need to work on it slowly and then do the deload week. So check your mileage. I don't want you crashing. Even though it feels good for a month or two, you will crash like Jessie did. So if today's episode hit a little close to home, if you're tired of feeling wrecked after your long runs, if you're frustrated that more work just seems to leave you more sore, not stronger, I want you to know you don't need to stay stuck in that cycle. There are solutions to make this easier on your body. One of those is the deload week. And remember, it's not about running more, it's about running smarter. Before you go, if you're feeling nervous about whether you can actually cross the finish line at Dopey, if you've been training hard but still wondering, will I really make it? I want you to know there's a better way. Stronger, Faster Finisher is built for runners just like you. The slow, injury prone, not really a runner, runners who aren't chasing a podium. You're chasing a personal record in fun. You want those castle photos, those character stops, that pineapple cider at the finish line without feeling broken, defeated, or like you barely survived. Inside Stronger, Faster Finisher, you'll build your training smarter with the right mileage, the right pacing, and the right recovery. So you don't just survive Dopey. You'll finish it strong, proud, and smiling, exactly the way you imagined. The waitlist is now open. You can grab your spot through the link in the show notes. As always, thanks so much for listening. That's all for now. Talk to you soon.